Hello everyone, Michael the Librarian of Magic here, finding and cataloging the magical and pointing you to it. Today is October the 6th, and I have another villain drawing for the rest of, to continue the series here of a villain a month. A villain a day, sorry, for the rest of the month. I hope that you've been enjoying watching these thus far and coming back to check and see which villains I decide to highlight as we go along with this new series. And I've got another one up my sleeve for today. Today's villain drawing is Lady Tremaine from Cinderella. And Lady Tremaine here was animated and developed for the 1950 feature film by legendary animator Frank Thomas. He's one of my favorite. He was one of Disney's 9 Old Men, and just one of my favorite talents in that stable. Mark Davis also was a character modeler. He's another one of Walt's 9 Old Men, and he modeled this character off of the voice actor, a person named Eleanor Audley, who basically what they decided to start doing at this time, which they do a lot now, but they really weren't as much in the habit until a certain point in animation as a craft. They basically filmed her in costume, just doing all of the voices and movements and motions as she basically acted out the lines. They filmed her and then animated and based the sort of angular features of the character and accentuated some of her actual look to basically just create the character. They did the same thing for the character of Maleficent years later. And Eleanor Audley was also the voice of Maleficent, which I mentioned in the previous season of my series here. So that's kind of how they did the same thing with Lady Tremaine for her look and sound and all of that stuff. Eleanor Audley was kind of mostly a star of radio way back when. And then she did also a lot of TV roles, a lot of spots. She had guest spots on shows like I Love Lucy, Beverly Hillbillies, Dick Van Dyke, The Twilight Zone, Mr. Ed, Green Acres. She was kind of in that era of TV acting as well. She was originally supposed to be given the role of Maleficent right away when they were doing Sleeping Beauty after the fact, because she had already done this role, Lady Tremaine. They offered her the role of Sleeping Beauty originally right away because they wanted to have her again, and she turned it down at first blush because she was battling tuberculosis. But she was able to push through that and eventually did do the role of Maleficent as well as Lady Tremaine here. So yeah, that was kind of an interesting thing I learned, that she actually lived through tuberculosis in the heart of all of this stuff during the heyday of her career. There's tons of iterations of this character. There's tons of iterations of the story of Cinderella, including one that was like a musical one that was just released this year on Amazon. They just keep reinventing this story gazillions of time, and lots of characters have played the Lady Tremaine role over the years. But this is sort of a great version, the classic animated one, and this is a great iteration of this character. This version of the character made AFI, the American Film Institute's list of the 50 greatest villains of all time, which included another handful of Disney villains. I may have mentioned this factoid before in another video, maybe the Maleficent video, I'm not sure which one. But the other ones included on the AFI list are the Evil Queen from Snow White, Stromboli from Pinocchio, Man from Bambi, which is the only one of these that I have yet to draw and probably won't, because what would that even look like? Maleficent, Cruella de Vil, and Ursula were also on that list, and I have drawn all of those. You can go back and see my other videos to see my my drawings of those. But anyway, this is the last one, besides Man, I guess, that I had yet to draw that was on the AFI Greatest Villains list, and I'm happy to do this one. Glad that she is included now. Another cool thing that Eleanor Audley did in her career, she was the voice of Madame Leota in the Haunted Mansion attraction. She wasn't the face. The face of Madame Leota is a person named Leota Toombs, who worked as a Imagineer with WED, Walt Disney Engineering Department, in her day. So she was actually the original head. When you go through the attraction, you see the head in the crystal ball. That's Leota Toombs. When you go through any newer iterations, when they re-theme it, like for Nightmare Before Christmas, or anytime they need to do updates or anything like that, the voice and head in the well, not the voice, but the head in the ball is Leota Toombs' daughter, Kim Irvine. And then also Leota Toombs, just a little bit about her, I may have mentioned when I did my Madame Leota video last year. Her voice is featured in the ride. She's the hurry back girl at the end of the ride. Don't forget to bring your death certificate. That's Leota Toombs. But the voice of Madame Leota is Eleanor Audley, who was the voice of Maleficent and Lady Tremaine. She just had that great sort of throaty, cackly, evil kind of sound. Ironically, some of that may have come from having so many struggles with her lungs over the years. But she did a great job at this. It's just one of those kind of iconic Disney roles, the way that she sort of resorts to emotional and verbal abuse of Cinderella, and not so much physical stuff. She's more of a psychological villain in that way. It's a very interesting take on the character. So it's very cool to be able to draw her. I hope that you enjoyed my drawing of it, and that it evoked the character enough. If Cinderella is one of your favorites, I hope you liked it. And that this was interesting. Maybe you'll look up a little bit more about some of those animators, or the career of Eleanor Audley, if that's something you're interested in. Or maybe just go rewatch Cinderella, the 1950 classic, if it's been a while since you've seen it. Always great to dig out some of these villains, some of these classic villains for the Halloween season. So thanks as always for watching this. I'll be back tomorrow with another one. I hope these are entertaining and informative, as much fun for you to watch as it is for me to make. And just make these for fun, with the hope that anybody who finds these will be informed and entertained. And that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching these. If you took time to watch it, I appreciate it, and I hope you liked it. I'll see you tomorrow when I've got a new villain up my sleeve. And until then, take care and have a great day.